Good day. Oh, God. This is video reflection for January 16th. Yeah. Oh, I'm tired right now. That's why I look the same, I guess, in camera, but yeah, I'm tired. I'm planning a little bit of a side project while I'm here to keep myself from going insane. I've cleaned up my whiteboard, which I got from eBay. No, I have a better source, guys. It's called my attic. It has all sorts of ancient artifacts back when I lived in Seoul, even further back when I lived in Ilsan. So there's a ton of stuff up there. Yeah, and I'm trying to make a side project where I talk about some things, where I give, I don't know, lectures, speeches. Now you might ask, well, Jasper, are you qualified to give lectures? Of course not, but is anyone qualified to give lectures? No, I mean, the only lectures that you need qualification or verification to do so is when you're paid or something of that sort, where you have some sort of recognition, right? God, I look insane. That's fine. That's fine. We're just slowly going insane. Oh my God. Yes, because the routine goes as follows. It's home, it's wake up, study, go to the gym, come back home, study, sleep. That's everything that happens within my 24 hours. So please understand if I'm not completely myself for the next 2 weeks to come. God, I need some human interaction. Summer break, I didn't feel so because I went to an academy, a math academy. No surprise there, right? But summer break, I didn't feel so, I don't know. I don't know if this is loneliness. I don't feel lonely. And I certainly don't feel depressed. It's just this feeling of, oh, I have a perfect word for it. Back in Singapore, in the culture class, they taught me a word in Singlish, which is called sian. And it's just like, aw, when you're tired, right? But it's not exactly you're tired. You're just, you don't want to do anything kind of tired. So I'm pretty sure you have, there's a word for that in English, but in Singapore, they have a word for it. It's sian. It's Singlish, but it's like, oh, I gotta do math, sian. Oh, it's like, yeah. But it's like, for me, it's like, oh, another day. Oh, sian. So it's like, there's nothing that's happening that's interesting here, okay? It's boring. It really is. You have no human interaction because yes, there are students in Ilsan that go to the same school. I don't want to meet them. One, I had a friend, but most of them are in a separate neighborhood in Ilsan, so there's quite a bit of distance between us. And also, yeah, I don't really feel the need or temptation to meet any of them. I just don't. It's A, because I'm lazy, and B, there's like this saying, nothing good can come of it. That's exactly what that is. There's nothing there is nothing good that can come of it. So, yeah, so for side projects, I'm probably going to do, I'm going to talk about talking. So more on speech lectures, and I'm also just going to film whatever I want to in my spare time. And my spare time, by spare time, I mean around 11 to 12 p.m. because that's when my day is over and I get to do my side projects. Originally I had planned it so that it would be, I live similarly to my school schedule, which is sleep at 12, wake up at 7, eat breakfast, yada, 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 study until 5:30, and then the rest is free time. Yeah. that schedule doesn't work. Why? Because of two reasons. One is I am on a unusual diet right now. I'm trying to gain weight, so I have to eat more meals. And every time I eat a meal, there's like 30 minutes before, 30 minutes after a meal where I'm just tired, right? Because 30 minutes before where I'm inactive, so I can't do anything else but prepare or eat the meal and whatnot. So, and I have to eat like 5 times a day, so that's a problem. That's one. Two, there is no way I get 8 hours of studying time if I live on that schedule at home, because at school it's timed, right? So it's like 15-minute study, 10-minute break, 15-minute study, 10-minute break. Here it's not like that. So it's like, actually it's just one sentence. I've realized it's really difficult to keep track of time and schedule. It's not a routine problem because I have nothing to do. So it's not a routine problem. It's more like self-control, time management problems. And it's not even a problem. It's just my first time actually having an unreasonable amount, an unreasonable abundance of free time that I'm slowly learning time control. As I can give you an analogy, like when you're doing push-ups, and then you certainly switch to like some exercise that needs you to control your muscles, like dumbbell presses. Then, well, at first, when you're pushing the dumbbells, they're gonna shake because you're not used to having the weight in midair. You're not used to controlling those muscles, obviously, right? So I don't see this as a problem. I see this as a process. That sounded that sounded like a quote that some guy would have used. But besides the point, I don't see it as a problem. I'm trying to not see it as a problem. It feels like a problem, definitely, but I'm trying to see it as more of a process where it needs getting used to. And yeah, it's kind of like, and sometimes I get this depressing feeling because it's like, oh, I can already picture all of my friends just, living in academies, studying all the time. And I'm not doing that. So I'm like, what am I doing with my time, Jasper? What are you doing with your life? But that's fine. That's totally fine. Because in the end, life, I saw a good quote the other day. Success isn't how far you've come. Success is how far you've come from where you started. Okay, so that's a good quote. But the point is, it's not how far you've come ultimately, or how far you've gone or progressed in hierarchy, whatever, but it's how much you've progressed from where you started. So it's your displacement. The larger the displacement, the more you've succeeded, I guess. I guess that's it. But the point is, it's a fight with yourself, not with others around you, is the idea. But it's extremely difficult to think of it that way when there are, I don't know, I don't want to see this, I don't want to say because when you live in Korea, because I don't think this is a problem that's just exclusive to Korea. I know there's a lot of not only Asian countries, but countries in Europe and regions, not just countries too, where you have a lot of competition. But I would like to believe that other regions have more healthy and sustainable and non-harmful competition with peers and students, because the way I feel it, at least from what I've experienced, and I'm not even that much of a competitive person. If I was, I would have been a domestic student, but I'm not. But the point is, from what I've seen as an international student and not an international student, a student who wants to go to an international college, just living here, I feel yeah, it's a bit too overheated and it gets really unhealthy sometimes. Not just for the kid, but also for the parents and teachers and the school. And it's really hard to fix because, well, the people who change those policies and systems are people in power who, I wouldn't say in power, but people who have power, normally have progressed that competition. They're the winner, quote unquote, winners of the system, of the education system that we've built. So for them, it's completely justified. And to break that down would mean that their uh, academic achievements are, well, not meaningless, but it would mean it would lessen the value, it would seem to lessen the value of their academic achievements. It doesn't, okay? I'd like for them to understand that doesn't matter, okay? You deserve respect if you've succeeded in our education system. I really do think you deserve respect. But that doesn't mean you shouldn't keep it, because this one is not healthy. This one's dangerous. Why do I know? Well, I don't know, but the statistics show we have one of the highest suicide rates, not just in Korea. I mean, Korea already has a high suicide rate, and a lot of that is owed to students. Now, if you ponder about that for a couple of, not hours, a couple of seconds, really, then you reach the conclusion that it's probably because of educational stress, right? So that would mean we have an unhealthy academic system, education system, that needs changing. So hopefully that happens, but I don't think I'm going to be around to see that. Not in the meaning of me dying, but in the idea that I leave the country. Not forever, but probably it's going to happen in the next couple of years. So, I'm going to sign off for today. But stay tuned. Not stay tuned. That sounded terrible. I don't like that phrase. But I'm going to be working a lot more on my side project, especially this one. You see that green whiteboard? that green board. Whatever. Yeah. So I'm going to be doing some lectures on speech, and just whatever I want to talk about. And also, don't consider it a lecture. It's just a YouTube video. It's just what I do to pass the time. Some students study AP exams. Others study pre-calculus and AP calculus. I study pre-cal too. Some play video games. Some live in academies. Some prepare for pre-med in Korea. Me? Yeah, I'm just gonna talk because I'm sorry, but we all have different ways of coping in life. And yeah, that's just my way of enjoying vacation. You know, you do know that this is summer break. I mean, not summer, winter break, right? You do know that winter break means rest. It's like recess from the semester and all your academic stuff. But none of you seem to get that. All of you seem to be using this as some kind of booster, to prepare all your grades, which, sure, but come on, guys. At least don't fault me for wanting to have a bit of a break, okay? It's not wrong. It may not be usual, or it may not be the norm, but it's definitely a choice. One that was actually what break was meant for. So that's what I'm going to be doing. Hopefully this turns into something productive, and I can make either a series out of it, or something I can keep as a good memoir. But that's for tomorrow, and today I'm going to sleep after making a couple more photo albums for my friends. Anyway, I hope you have a good day, a good week, a good month, and a good year whenever you're seeing this. And bye-bye. I'll see you tomorrow.